Gholdengo just won the Pokemon World Championship in the senior division. Well, actually, it's more of a Joltik Box deck with Gholdengo, so we'll take it anyways. Gholdengo's still in it. Regardless, if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, you guys know I love Gholdengo. But if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Win, also known as Royal Illis. We do a lot of Pokemon TCG content here on this channel, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to be playing the Joltik Dengo deck on Pokemon TCG Live. Let's check out the deck list and quickly go over it. For this deck, we want to go second and start with Joltik. We want to use his attack that costs 1 colorless energy. You can just search your deck for up to 2 basic grass energy and up to 2 basic lightning energy and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. You can either attach it to your Iron Hands EX and use his second attack, which costs 1 grass energy and 3 colorless and does 120 damage. And if you knock out your opponent's Pokemon, you get to take 1 more prize. You want to use Iron Hands EX to deal with 1 prizers. But if your opponent has a Pokemon that has a lot of HP, we want to power up our Pikachu EX instead. For 1 grass energy, 1 lightning, and 1 metal, it does 300 damage. But you have to discard 3 energy cards from this Pokemon. And Pikachu also has a really good ability, which states, if this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it is not knocked out, and instead, its remaining HP becomes 10. So basically, your opponent has to attack twice in order to knock it out. And once all your energy is in the discard pile, we want to start attacking with Gholdengo EX. For 1 metal energy, you can discard any number of basic energy card from your hand, and the attack does 50 damage for each card you discarded. And of course, Gholdengo is a really good draw engine thanks to the ability, which states once during your turn, you may draw a card. But if it's in the active spot, you get to draw 1 more card. And that's a quick overview of the deck. It's basically Joltik Box, but you have Gholdengo to finish off the game. And it's a good draw engine as well. But of course, if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know in the comments. Alright, let's play some Pokemon. Jumping into the first game here, our opponent is flipping the coin, and they lost, so we're gonna go second. Like I said earlier, we want to go second. Get Joltik out. Power up either Iron Hands or power up Pikachu. But we start with the Gimmighoul here. Opponent is Mulligan. Looks like we're going up against Guardy. 2 Mulligans, we'll take that for sure. But we do kind of have everything we need in our hand to kind of set up our Joltik. We have either Brock scouting to get out our Pokemon, or we can do just Arven. But we also have Air Balloon already in hand, and we have 2 Mulligans as well. So, pretty good start. Let's see what our opponent has in store for us. A Nest Ball with just 1 routes coming down. Will he get 2? No, he just passed for turn, so that's not... Ooh, we have Iron Hands to start. Pretty good here. I might just go with Arven here. I think... Yeah, Arven just for Nest Ball and for Charm, so they can't knock out our Iron Hands by any means necessary. So we do have Miraidon. We have Latias as well if we needed that, but just gonna get out Miraidon, which can get out our Joltik here. Honestly, maybe in this situation we didn't even need to get out Miraidon EX here. It's just kind of like a liability. We can just get out Joltik, accelerate the energies onto Iron Hands, save us the bench space as well. And I'm just deck checking here just a little bit. But we're gonna Air Balloon here. We have 2 bosses in hand, so hopefully they don't have anything, and we'll be able to just keep amping them for 120. It's getting 2 prizes every time. Pretty good here, I would say. I don't think they'll knock out this Iron Hands EX next turn. They have the Artisan down, so there will be 2 routes. The Artisan kind of help us out as well. We can always bring out another Gimmighoul, because once this Iron Hands goes down, we're just going to be attacking with the Gimmighoul for sure here. We got the TM Evo. No supporter used by them at all, though. Alright, we're gonna Artisan for sure here. They have no energy in the discard pile. We might be able to amp them twice. So just get another Gimmighoul. We have the Brock scouting to get out our Genesect if we needed to. So we're in pretty good hands. Let's just boss up one of the Curlias. And then we take the first 2 prizes, and we are so ahead of the game now. And the chance of them knocking out a 280 HP Pokemon with like no second energy in the discard pile is pretty slim, I would say. Artisan coming down again. Another Ralts. We might get Iono here though. Oh, we got a counter catcher. Ooh, and they're just slapping us for 30. Excuse me. No supporter at all. I think this is game. I'm gonna attach one metal energy down there, and then we get another Gimmighoul out here, and then we boss up the Curlia, forcing them to find Red Candy plus Gardevoir EX in order to evolve into Guardy. And we're only down to 2 prizes now. I think at this point, if I was in their shoe, I would probably just surrender. I'm not sure how they can come back from this, to be honest. Yeah, they got the Drift Bloom down. And the Dark Energy with Monkey. Finally, a supporter in their hand. And the Rare Candy. Okay, so they got their Guardy out. We should. It's gonna be hard, but there's a world where we can boss up that Gardevoir, or prime catcher up that Gardevoir EX here. Oh, I think our opponent just said, "You got it." So nothing else we could really do. We just amp you very much, which takes 2 extra prizes. The Drift Bloom, and that is kind of GG to them. Very, I guess, quick and easy game, I would say. Before we jump into the next game, I just want to give a big thank you to my channel members. You guys are the best. If you want to become a channel member and get some extra perks, make sure to click on the join button right down here below. Jumping into our second game here, opponent has the World's Anaheim Pikachu coin, which is very cool. I love the varsity jacket. Our opponent lost a coin flip, so we're going to get to go second again here. Okay, another Gimmighoul start with the Nest Ball and an Arven. So, pretty good starting hand with the Earthen Vessel to get out the energy that we need to attach the Joltik. Okay, a Snow Runt, which most likely means it's going to be a Marnie Grimmsnarl. Here's the Nest Ball. Let's see if the Impidimp is coming out. Yep, it's a Marnie Grimmsnarl deck, which, with the Iron Hands, probably make this deck a lot faster, I would say. Are a lot faster to beat, even though I still think Gholdengo itself has a pretty good matchup against Marnie Grimmsnarl. Right here, I'm just getting Miraidon EX, which should get us out Iron Hands and the Joltik. And then we can use Arven to either get out Latias or just a the Air Balloon to retreat here. Because I don't know if we should just. I don't think we need Latias. That would make our bench a little too clutter, I would say. I'm gonna Earthen Vessel first, because we do need an energy. So I'm gonna do 1 Metal and 1 Lightning. Ooh. Yeah, 1 Lightning. So now we would Arven for probably Poffin and an Air Balloon here. Yeah, I don't want to clutter up my bench here. Having 2 Gimmighoul is probably good. We don't need the Latias in this situation. And we just retreat to our Joltik, attaching the Lightning. Then Joltik Charge, so 2 Grass and 2 Lightning straight onto our Iron Hands EX here. And from the first and second game, you guys can kind of see how this deck operates. Like you Joltik, turn 2, there's the Iron Hands, like I said. It's most of the time Iron Hands. In some instance, it might be Pikachu. And then once you can't Iron Hands anything else anymore, or they knock out your Iron Hands, we're going to start going into just a straight Gholdengo deck, basically. Okay, so it looks like they're not going to Marnie Grimmsnarl at all. Which means we can take a 2-prize turn next turn. And then their Marnie Grimmsnarl still can't one-shot our Iron Hands either. So it might live two turns. But they bring out the Fez too, so yeah, their hand's dead. Okay, we got one Gholdengo. I'm gonna use that for sure to draw here. Get some extra cards, why not? Got Levencia, which I might put down here just to stop them from getting Marnie Grimmsnarl. We do run 2 Levencia, and then I'm just gonna bring back the Lightning Energy in case we get Badoo. So we have it in our hand to attack with Gholdengo. But if they get Badoo and they don't counter catcher us up, we can just attack with Iron Hands. And there's our other Levencia. So it's not bad to get rid of one Levencia because they do run a heavy stadium count. So one Frost Ass down, and we know the other card was Fez. And looking like they are just chilling with 4 cards after the Fez. 1 energy attachment and I don't know. Sounds good. They're gonna dig for their Marnie Grimmsnarl here. Got the Earthen Vessel. Got the Team Rocket Petrel. Pretty good, I would say. If they do knock out for some reason, which I don't think they will, they got the Counter Catcher. Which means it's hard for us to retreat, but we can just use Team Rocket's Petrel to get either Air Balloon or even Prime Catcher if we really needed to, depending on what we top deck next. Ooh, actually they're choosing to knock out our Gimmighoul. So we don't even need to do anything. We just knock out this Marnie's Morgrim. Not sure what our opponent was thinking there. I feel like trapping us there wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, and there's the surrender. GG to our opponent. They probably had a horrible hand. Jumping into our last and final game, the first 2 game, I guess maybe either our opponent has bad hand or we just had a better start, being able to accelerate energy to Iron Hands EX right away. Taking out 2 prizes left and right was too quick for our opponent, and they did not know what to do or how to respond from that. But it looks like our opponent won the coin flip, but they did decide to go first. So that's good on our end. We got a Gimmighoul and Brock Scouting / Arven. Pretty good. And there's a mulligan. It looks like some sort of... There's a Vaporeon EX, so it might be some sort of EV box here. So we get to mulligan once. Do have the Fan Rotom start. They're just gonna Fan Call here, which gets them 3 basic Pokemon with 100 HP or less. I wouldn't say basic, normal type Pokemon with 100 HP or less. Which I believe it was a Hoothoot and Noctowl and Eevee, right? Yeah, they got the Eevee. Which is a Terra, which they need in order to use Hoothoot / Noctowl. Water Energy Attachment. Alright, so let's do Brock Scouting, which can get us Joltik. Oh, I think I get Latias here. Yeah, Miraidon and Latias, and then Miraidon can get out Joltik in Iron Hands. Do have Prime Catcher. Didn't prize much off of our important pieces. So let's Miraidon. Let's get our Joltik in her Iron Hands here. Pikachu wouldn't be bad either, but I think Gholdengo could do the same thing as Pikachu. There is a whirl since I guess this deck is better than the normal Dengo deck because we lose to Flareon pretty hard. In this situation, we could always just not bring out Gholdengo and just say, ooh, we prize some Lightning Energy. No, we attach one. Just unfortunate that we have to attach for hand next turn, but that's okay. But like I was saying, I believe this deck does get a little better against Flareon. We can always attach with Pikachu, and then that way their Flareon has to use the second attack in order to knock us out. Even if they use the second attack, they cannot knock out Pikachu, putting us ahead of the game. Okay, the Noctowl's coming down. They have no other Hoothoots. So one Noctowl and a Dream here. Got a Switch and a Sparkling Crystal. Okay. The Sparkling Crystal. Earthen Vessel coming out, which is definitely getting like a fire energy. Yeah, fire and water. Wow, they have like no cards left in their hand after that Ultra Ball. Okay, Ultra Ball for the Flareon. Oh, and they're bossing. That's their last card. Which makes sense if they can knock out this Iron Hands EX here. But, wait, they're not attacking our Iron Hands EX. What? They decided to knock out Miraidon. Which I guess is fine, in a way. Promote the Joltik. I think it might be a little greedy of them to attack right away, but I feel like they should have attacked our Enhanced EX here. But I'm just gonna get... We prize our Fez, so we do have Prime Catcher. I think I'll just get another Gimmighoul here. We won't evolve it or anything. We do have cards to get out Gholdengo if we need to. I think I'm gonna Arven here for Prime Catcher. Prime Catcher plus Bravery Charm. This way, if they want to knock us out, go ahead. But then they have nothing else set up for next turn. And then we can probably return the KO since we do have 2 Superior Energy in our hand here. Plus the Team Rocket Petrel can get out a Nest Ball that gets out a Genesect EX, which just get out 2 Gholdengo, so I think we'd be fine if they do take us out. If they decide to play a little greedy next turn. I feel like they shouldn't be greedy. They should just attack with like Burning Charge to set up a second Eevee. And they also need some sort of like draw support or just having a Hoot down. Okay, they just attached to the Fan Rotom. Ooh, they're just gonna attack again. They have no Eevee set up. So we just have to evolve our Gimmighouls here. I promote probably the Joltik to put the energy back into the discard. We need the energy. Yeah. Actually, what am I saying? We have Latias EX. Oh, that was a misplay by me. Anyways, let's buddy flop in for our last Gimmighoul here. We use Team Rocket Petrel to get out a Nest Ball, which can get out Genesect EX. That was a misplay by me, but good thing we drew into the Earthen Vessel here because we do need some more energies in our deck. But promoting the Joltik was a misplay for sure. I could have potentially Gholdengo for 2, hit an Air Balloon, and then draw some even more. It's a coin bonus for 2 here. Got the Arven. We got a Pokegear. Another Arven. Okay. We have 4 in the discard. We need 6 to attack. So I do have to Earthen Vessel here. Earthen away one of the Arvens. Grab 2 energies. Superior away Pokegear and Arven. For all the energies back into the discard. Attach. Oh, we have 7 energy in our hand, so maybe we should have kept like the Pokegear for next turn, so we can boss if they try to keep a 1 prize board here. A little misplay. Keep misplaying here and there. But you guys watch my content to see my misplays, so that way you guys don't do the same thing. So next turn, without the Pokegear, we do have to dig for a boss. If I'm thinking they're gonna keep their board just 1 prizes beside that Fez, or at least the active Pokemon will be the Fan Rotom. But what if they just boss up my other Gimme or Joltik and knock it out? We can Fez. That's more cards we can see. We could get Iono too, though. Oh, they're running a Victini. I guess just to do some more damage. Oh, they're also running a Gravity Mountain from the Mulligan that we saw in the beginning. I guess that's to help with Guardy. Right, 210. I don't even think you need Victini to knock out Guardy. I guess it's more for Zard. Or Dragapult. I think it's Dragapult. I could be wrong. I think Gravity Mountain is minus 30. Okay. So now we just have to dig for boss. Let's Genesect to thin out our deck, hopefully. Yep, we have one Gholdengo left. So we draw 2 here. Nest Ball and a Metal Energy, nothing useful. We have one more draw here with our Gholdengo. Air Balloon maybe? No Air Balloon. Okay, Pokegear. Nope, we just hit the boss. We got lucky there. We misplayed by getting rid of the Pokegear last turn. But we are never punished. We hit the boss in the last coin bonus. And we have all the energies we need to knock out this Fezandipiti. And that is the last 2 prizes we need to finish off this game. Very weird game, I would say. But I hope you guys kind of figure out how this deck works. Pretty simple. Joltik first. And then Gholdengo to finish off the game. And that is GG to our opponent. That is it for this video, but don't forget to check out my other videos right over here. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Whoosh.